with Andy and Brennan too. It's the Heelcast. They talk about wrestling.
Hello, my fellow Marks. This is Heelcast, where we have opinions that some agree with, some despise. My name is Brennan, and this beautiful individual is the man, the myth, legend, Andy.
I thought you got lost with your words there for a minute. A little bit of a stall before.
A little slow.
I tried to think of. It's a little early in the morning.
We're new to the game, but we're looking to take it over, including you, Chris.
We coming.
What's up?
Killing, man. A little tired.
Yeah, we had a busy day yesterday.
Yeah, that was a long day.
Yeah, we golfed at, 6 a.m.?
Out at 6.
Well, teed off at 7:30, got up at 5.
Yeah, got home, was able to eat a sandwich. Wrestling started.
I didn't even eat yesterday.
No?
No, except for
a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was the quickest thing I could grab just before it all started.
What did you think of yesterday? Did you like it? Are you?
I was pleasantly surprised, especially our first episode. I said what I said about AEW. I'm not gonna fully take it back because I gotta, we're invested now, trying to give both sides benefit of the doubt. But I will say that was one of the best I've seen in
Really?
a long time.
Since technically that is their WrestleMania type, would you put it on the same scale as a WrestleMania?
Last night, yes. I think they promised that they were gonna put on the best show of the year. They did it. They executed that flawlessly. I really didn't see, we talked, right before we, hit record, we talked about what matches we didn't like. You know what I mean? But I think you look at the whole thing in a whole, I think they crushed. Not every match is going to be an absolute banger. But to say at least 90% of the whole pay-per-view was just on point, every match was perfect. I don't really think you can have a fight with that. I think WWE, if they keep that up and they do that at every pay-per-view, I think WWE will have a hard time outdoing and everything. Especially if their biggest star now is possibly on the shelf for a year.
Yeah, I guess we'll jump right into that with Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, man.
Seth.
That man can't catch a break with them knees. And it was so crazy because when you watched it, it was just so routine what Seth does. I think it was weird seeing him do the springboards. I haven't really seen him do it in a while, so I don't know if he was just trying to compete with that kind of style, or I don't know what it was, But yeah, he just hits that backflip and just lands right on his feet and immediately goes down. So,
do you think that there's a chance that could be a story to tell about? Because they always say the greatest heist of the century when he cashed in.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance that it could be a story. It didn't feel like a story, especially if you've seen fan videos after. Because if you looked after the match, did you notice they didn't show that ring? As soon as that match was over, they crowd panned. They didn't show in that ring one bit when that match was over. When all the doctors, they were trying to transition and they went to do other stuff and they got away from it. But you can find the fan videos, and yeah, you can see him visually upset.
I read that the original ending of the match was supposed to be him winning, Seth winning, obviously.
Seth winning? Yeah. I did see people were because they're well, if he really is her LA Knight, acted a certain type of way. I was you got to think in that moment, these guys don't hate each other. So if he got hurt in that match, say they had 10 more minutes to finish telling what they wanted to do in that match, yeah, you're going to be upset if one of your coworkers gets hurt and you have to rush the finish because you've seen how rushed it was. Seth's laying there, the doctor comes in, the ref's over there. They're talking, they're stopping LA Knight from doing anything, and then Seth gets back up, bam, match is over. You know what I mean? That was a quick finish. Very quick finish. That reminded me of like when Jericho and Neville, Neville got hurt and Jericho just thought quick and got himself DQ'd just so the match could end.
Right.
But yeah, that sucks. I hope it's not anything that's going to shelf him for a year. I know you said, who tweeted that they thought it was at least a year?
Meltzer says it's probably a torn ACL and it could be 10 to 12 months.
That sucks. I don't know where they would go from there.
I look at it as maybe in a story aspect, maybe that's what Plan B could be, because him getting hurt could be the alternative plan. It's just kind of weird how they were talking two Mondays ago about a Plan B.
Yeah,
and then now,
and it could just be coincidence completely. You know what I mean? Like, that's the crazy part. You can just never tell. You can never tell.
So, with all this Plan B talk, what are your thoughts on Plan B being Brock being the one that replaces Seth?
Well, I texted you that day because I was like, I was playing on X like all day, tweeting everything left and right, and obviously scrolling through the feed as well, because our whole feed is just wrestling on our account. Like when we're just scrolling around, it's all wrestling, nothing but it. So to just see, I saw one thing about Brock. I saw Paul Heyman told him happy birthday, and then it just kept this trickle down all day about Brock Lesnar. So in my brain, I was like, oh, is Brock just coming back? So that would be very cool if like they, Seth's out, say he is out a year, and they say they moved into that and they stuck Brock in that position. I feel like that'd be the craziest, most dominating faction ever.
Wouldn't they have to redo Money in the Bank though?
I don't know, because he has a year to cash in.
Yeah, but a year from
he could. You know what I mean? It's Seth. I think if we got to that point, I think they would just hope it went away. You know what I mean? Like, but if it doesn't, you got to think he's gonna push to be back before Mania. Say he is out for a good amount of time, he is gonna push to be back before WrestleMania, and he's got till next year's Money in the Bank, right?
Right.
In 1 year. So, I mean, I don't think they would just take it off Seth. I think kind of sounds crappy, but like if he is hurt, whatever story they were trying to tell, they would just postpone it and then tell it later. It's either that or they just ditch it completely, and then like I don't know what they do with it. I have no idea.
Changing topics for just a quick second. Did you see that July 29th that WWE show comes out on Netflix?
Yeah, I did.
I think it's almost positive. It's the 29th. Or
I know it's soon because I just saw something about it the other day again. So I know it's very soon.
Yeah, because Netflix normally releases things on the 29th or on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and the 29th is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
that's exciting. That'll be cool to watch.
Are you excited for it?
Yeah. I love the behind the scenes stuff. I love that.
I think I like that more than the wrestling itself. What I mean by that is I like watching and seeing from an outside point of view of how a story is formed.
Yeah.
Because obviously in the ring they're telling the story, but it's all the behind the scenes and the hours that go behind. Like we were talking in one of the other episodes, it's like how do you get Seth winning the championship at Mania? Like we want the title to be on Seth at Mania.
Yeah.
We're at Mania, let's call it 40.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get to Seth at Mania 41 with the title on there? What?
Yeah, so it's like here's the destination. How do we get there? Yeah, that's always so.
And it'll be cool to see if like let's say like they have backup plans installed, just in case something like this happens. Like because I feel like if Seth truly is hurt, like that's a huge audible because I think that we were gonna get Seth and Roman again.
Yeah,
Seth. I think potentially that faction was gonna be in the War Games.
I think they will just.
So it's like, how do you transition to that? Like, you have to have a backup
I
plan.
feel like it's gonna be more simple. Like I feel like the simplest way to do it would be somehow. I don't know how they would do it, but get the money in the bank and someone in that actions. Okay, so hear me out. So say they got it to Braun Breaker. They do something, some way, somehow, whether it's a match or whether they just give it to him, which I think would be stupid, but a match for whatever. Get it on Braun Breaker. And just everything you were going to do with Seth, change the person in the story.
And then when Seth comes back, that's the.
Then because I think that was the goal anyway. It was going to be Breaker and Seth. You know what I mean? Like, or some sort. Wanted like that. Eventually, they're going to break up. Anytime Seth gets a faction, they're like, "You've got a deadline. By that deadline, we're going to end all this." He did it when he had Buddy Matthews. You know, it didn't even go a full year. I don't think. Monday Night Messiah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like the easiest way to do it would just be like have some sort of match where the briefcase is on the line.
Yeah, but Seth can't wrestle right now.
Well, no. Like almost like if they vacated a title.
Oh.
Yeah, like same thing. Or like maybe there is a curveball where he could just give it away. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. We saw it with Otis. You know what I mean? Like they pulled that one off pretty quick, where they had the Miz get the briefcase from him.
Right.
And it's. Yeah, I don't know the rules on that. They could come out like a loophole and be like, well, he can give it to somebody if he wants to. You know
Yeah,
what
they
I'm
can
saying?
do an audible loophole. Like,
Yeah. So they could keep the same story, change the person. That's it. I think that would be the smartest way to go.
But
The
then,
same story.
but then
change the person.
in that point, they would have to add somebody. So why would you give it to Braun if you can give it to Brock?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if Brock is coming back, like maybe they would do that. But I just think if they were going to bring a younger talent up to put in there with them, someone like a Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, something like that, just because we have no idea what Plan B was. Plan B could be nothing. You know what I mean? Like it could just be one little lateral thing they were going to do at X event. But we're just going to have to see. I think we're just. I think it'd be smart to just hand it off to one of the guys in the faction and continue the story. Because like if you say the goal was Seth at Mania with Roman, are you really going to be mad if it changes to Roman at Mania with Braun Breaker? No. Why?
Yes.
Spear versus Spear. Braun's a dog, dude.
I don't look at it that way. I look at the long-term storytelling.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
something
but that's what I'm saying. You can't tell a long-term story if there's no one, if he's not
But that's
there.
what I'm saying. You said, would I be mad? I would.
Oh,
be.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to be upset because it's not Seth,
I
and the
would
story
be
would be
horribly
crushed.
upset.
Yeah, but in the realm of things, it's either we get that or we get nothing. I don't know. I don't think we're going to know. We're just going to have to.
Just like I don't want to see Roman versus Brock again.
Oh, yeah. Just like I don't want to see Jelly Roll facing Logan.
Your transitions are on fire today, my boy.
Russian.
Yeah, so Jelly and Randy, Logan and Drew officially announced for SummerSlam. I don't really care. I mean, like, I do care, but I don't care because the way I look at it is it's kind of making WWE look less credible.
Yeah.
Bringing in Joe Schmo from down the street. Like, I know Jelly Roll is a main act. Everybody knows who he is. Lost all that way. He's got in shape.
Yeah, facts.
Which is cool and all.
Right.
Right? But
why the fuck's he in a wrestling ring?
To me, that shows, okay, why is Ethan Page in NXT, but we got Jelly Roll about to be on the main, I don't want to say main event, but the main.
Oh, they're going to do it. It's going to be it's how WWE is. I know. Whether it's night one or whatever, it's going to be one of the final, I'd say, final 2-3 matches on either of the nights. Is how they're going to do it. And it's so
like it kind of just makes the sport look like a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing too is like I've made it very clear. I fuck with Logan Paul. I understand a lot of people don't. I understand your reasoning behind. I understand people's reasoning behind not liking Logan Paul. I get it. I like Logan Paul. That's my thing. I think when he's in the ring, the matches are great. If you don't like it, I don't get how you don't like it. I know you don't like the fact that he is who he is and he's here. Whatever. I don't know why we keep getting these stupid tag matches. But then we have our tag division. It's just like they get left out. It doesn't make any sense. Drew McIntyre, how could you not find Drew McIntyre a match at SummerSlam? How could you not find Randy Orton a match at SummerSlam? How could you not find Logan Paul a match at SummerSlam?
Okay, so
Why
let
do you
me pause
need
you.
Jelly
Let me
Roll?
pause you right there. So I think this is like WWE's giving back to Jelly Roll,
For
or
what?
like
Because he made a song for last year?
No, but maybe. So hear me out. So you know how like a lot of the times they'll say, "Hey, we'll pay you X amount of dollars to do this, X amount of dollars to do that." Maybe Jelly Roll inside, instead of you paying me, I'm about to endure on this weight loss journey. And a year from now, let me do a match.
Oh.
Maybe that's what he said. But you got to think about it. He doesn't need the money.
Yeah, but he's been doing the weight loss thing for 3 years.
Yeah, but now he's actually in. Well, because last year when I was there at SummerSlam,
Yeah,
he wasn't in wrestling shape.
right.
I mean, now he's in better shape. So maybe, that's my thing is maybe he said, give me a year to train and da 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 da. I won't take your money. Let me just get in the ring.
Yeah,
Because he just did that world tour, or that United States tour with Post Malone,
right,
which sold out everywhere.
right,
So technically, he doesn't need the money.
right.
That's the only thing I can think of is that the reason to why they're doing that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I know it is super annoying. Huh?
That screen, I hate that screen so much.
Why?
It doesn't change anything.
What do you mean?
Whatever. We'll just
What screen?
like, all right, where it says start and then stop.
Just start streaming and stop recording.
A little stupid. We can leave that. Let the world see that I'm
Yeah,
dumb.
we could just.
Let the world see that I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's
okay.
all right.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. I got freaked out. I was like, man, we've been talking for like 10 minutes and it didn't record. That's crazy.
No, but I mean, I do see your point with the Jelly Roll. Like,
I'm not
I don't know.
a fan of it. I don't like that crap. I mean, it's just I get it sometimes to like draw people in, like, they've done it in the past and it worked out, like Bad Bunny, but like Jelly Roll's not Bad Bunny. But we also thought when Bad Bunny came in, we're like, this is stupid. Logan came in, we're like, this is stupid.
But the Bad Bunny match, that was awesome.
Logan's matches are that's what I'm saying. When we thought when Bad Bunny was coming in, everyone was like, this is dumb. Why is this guy coming in? The match slapped. And when Logan came in, like I was like, this is dumb. And now I love watching Logan. So
I mean, you think Logan's going to be a future world champion?
I do. I'd say give it a year or two. I don't know what his contract is like.
I don't. So
I wish he was there more. I don't like that he's not there that much. I know he got hurt at the last. What was that? What is that? Mania? No, Saturday Night's main event. I know he got hurt.
So maybe that's what this match is to ease him back in.
Maybe. I don't know. Not a big fan of that. The whole event last night, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of that story.
And here we go.
Here we go. What I told everybody was going to happen. Goldberg sucked. The whole night was not good. Not one bit of that match was good.
The best part of that match was the entrance. I've always liked the.
I mean, yeah, dude. His entrance was cool. Like nostalgia from like childhood.
And having his son there, that was cool. You know that his son's a college football player, right?
He plays for Colorado State.
No.
He plays for
Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. I mean, because he plays for.
Age.
I really wish we didn't talk about it because I don't even want to talk about it. It was so stupid. I thought it should not have been this. Okay, I get it. You wanted the final match for it. I told everybody it's not going to be good. If there's any goodness in the match, it's because of Gunther. And then what happened? Goldberg goes out there, hits him with the spear, tries to jackhammer him, botches that. It's not safe. He can't do the stuff. Like, he can't do it anymore. And it's not like, he came in this match. Oh, no. Like, the past couple matches he's been in, he's been unsafe because he cannot do the same. He almost killed Taker. And
I
then
forget what happened in that. Wasn't that the pile driver?
it was a lot of different things. So Goldberg knocked himself out before coming to the
Right.
ring, and instead of telling anybody, he just went on with the match, tried to jackhammer Taker, dropped him straight on his head.
That's what it was.
And then he
yeah.
almost did the same thing last night. Almost did the exact same thing last night. I am so glad. I am very tired of these older guys coming back and be like, one more match. Stop. Just stop. Like,
So you are a believer in when you say you're retired,
when you're done,
retired.
you're done. You know, it's like Rick. How many final matches? When he got beat by HBK at Mania, should have been it. How many more matches did he wrestle? Like 6?
I don't know.
Look at Terry Funk. He retired. How many more matches did he wrestle? Like 30? Like,
Well, I know a lot of Rick's matches have been on independent scenes, haven't they?
yeah, but still, like,
Well, just like Sabu.
yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then he
Like, when
dies
you're-
2 days later.
Yeah, when you're done, you're done. Like, at a certain point, I understand, like, it has to be very hard for these guys that when it's to that point where they can't really compete anymore, like, they can't do this, it's got to be so hard, especially when they did it for like 20, 30 years or whatever. Like, it's got to be extremely hard. But at a certain point, like, it's not safe anymore.
Right,
For you to
but
be doing
I
it for
think-
your sake or the other guy's sake.
I think times have changed too because now WWE is signing a lot of these people to Legends contracts.
I mean, that's fair.
Well,
but-
no, so it's not like they need the money.
Right. Well, some of them do.
Well, yeah, some
Yeah,
of them
some
do,
of them
but
do.
I mean that's kind of their fault.
Yeah,
in a
I
way.
just, wrestling, people that don't watch wrestling, they don't understand, but anything in that match could go wrong, and it could, I know everyone thinks it's fake, it could kill somebody very easily if they do one thing wrong. Like if they were, Taker doing a tombstone, if he doesn't have that guy correctly placed at length with his knees, like above his knees, and that guy's head a little past his knees and he hits that ground, done. Completely done.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? One slip on a top rope, you fall, and like easily someone could die or get seriously injured. So I don't like when these older guys that are in their 50s and 60s are coming back here to have a match with one of these younger guys. Like Gunther, like he could have dropped Gunther right on his head last night because he can't do.
Well, I always
he can't
go back
do
to
it.
that match at what was it, Crown Jewel or whatever, when it was the Brothers of Destruction versus DX, which was probably arguably the worst match I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's what I'm saying. You need to. WWE needs a. I get it.
But you
You're
know,
an entertainer.
WWE's not gonna tell them no.
Yeah, I know. Just like, why are we going this way? You have so many superstars that are just sitting there. You got Carmelo Hayes chilling. You got Ethan Page chilling. You got Ricky Saint. You got Trick Williams, been in NXT for 7 years, it seems like. Obafemi's still chilling. Like, at a certain point, quit growing your own crops if you're not going to eat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a farmer and you're going to grow your own crops, are you just going to let them sit there and die, or are you going to harvest them and like actually sell them or eat them? You're not going to just let them sit there. That's what they're doing. Ethan and Ricky, I can give you because they're newer. You know what I mean? They came from AEW and they're trying to make sure they get them the way they want them. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. But the same thing. Look at Adam Cole. He sat in NXT for so long, and then went to WWE. Or went to AEW. So it's. Yeah. No.
Real quick, I want to circle back to something because I said something to you the other day. So you know how the whole thing with Jelly Roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on when Pat comes in and does it? Is that okay or no?
What do you mean? Like when he has
Like
a
when-
match?
when
No,
Pat-
I was mad as shit that he had that match. I thought that was the dumbest thing ever.
But it turned out to be a good match. Not good,
Not really, it was it was because it was Pat. You know what I mean? It was like a David versus Goliath thing.
but Pat himself is athletic as can be.
Yes, he is athletic, but even he was when he came in, and I liked how they did it. He was in NXT. That's fine. You know what I mean? Everybody's learning down there. So like you put someone that isn't a professional wrestler down in NXT, like you can work with them and show them and like put them in the right position to do everything. But like, yeah, no, even with Pat, I wasn't whatever. Like I did like his War Games matches he did. But yeah, I mean, even if the match is good, to me, I still have the belief that there were other people on that roster that you could have put in a situation. I'm not saying like with Gunther that night. No, I'm not just saying like, oh, someone could have been in there instead of Pat. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you could have had a match. The Gunther one is a bad one because Gunther should be like main eventing because of what he is. You know what I mean? But you could have had at Saturday night's main event, you could have had a different match. You could have had Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. You could have had. Why is Saturday night's main event turning into like house show? That's what it feels like. It feels like a stupid.
That's what it is.
It's televised and they're selling it as a PLE. You know what I mean? Like it's a house show. Like house shows are cool, but like I don't know, man. They're not gonna do anything about it. We're gonna continue to get these weird PLEs. We're gonna continue to get these weird matches. And yeah, that's just kind of where we're at.
Where do we go from here?
I don't even know. With Seth kind of just, wrenching. I think the game plan was Seth was going to cash in on.
Okay, hold on. Before we get, do you think with Seth's injury that changes the championship picture for both titles?
I think so.
Why is that?
Because I think Seth, I don't know which one it was going to happen. At SummerSlam, he was cashing.
Right.
Whether it was on Cody when he wins or Cena when he wins, or who's Gunther fighting? Well, we don't know.
Nobody.
Yeah, we don't know at SummerSlam. He was cashing. I don't think it was going to go further than that unless they had Seth hold the Money in the Bank all the way till Cena's last night. Cena wins his last match. Seth cashes in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think we could see some good matches, but I just think, I don't.
Where would you like it to go from here?
Everything?
Yeah. I think it's time for Drew to capture gold and have it for a period of time.
Yeah, but I have a feeling they're gonna do SummerSlam versus. So yeah, I don't know. WWE's that whole thing. I don't even want to watch. I'm going to watch tonight because I don't want to be hypocritical that I watched all these men and I didn't watch the women. It's got nothing to do with the women. I got a sour taste from last night. Didn't even want to watch that because of the main event. And then you got the jelly roll crap. Whatever. I'm gonna watch tonight. I'm not excited about it. It'll be like background noise, and I'll just kind of like listen and like clean my house or something.
At 8 o'clock at night, won't you be in bed?
Oh, you're right. I can't go to bed and like watch highlights. Yeah, because we got work. We got work tomorrow.
Speaking of tonight, tonight is Evolution.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about it.
So I know that I'm getting a bad taste from everybody, especially with my comment on the women's titles from last episode. But it's like, they haven't hyped this up to be anything.
Oh, nothing. It's just
again, we're bringing back old people.
Yeah, you have tons of women
to sell.
Right, you have so many women in NXT. You have so many women in this company that are just absolute rock stars. But what? Trish Stratus is fighting Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I would have rather see Tiffy fight. What's Matt's wife's name?
Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many women they could have went with, and it's just like that's what I'm talking about. I just hate what we're doing here. Like, why are these old people coming back? Like, cool, you made millions on them 20 freaking years ago. Stop. I don't want to see Trish Stratus fighting like one of your best stars, like your like female stars that you have. I don't want to see her fighting Trish Stratus. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. You have all these amazing wrestlers sitting around. And
I think Charlotte's not even wrestling, is she?
Yeah, she's doing that tag match with Alexa Bliss.
Okay, that's right.
So I'm not really mad about that one. Like that's something they got to do something with those women.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. Like
yeah,
everyone
that's-
gives me smoke about it.
Yeah.
So back again, circling my comment from last. Why aren't all the women's titles being defended? This is an all women's pay per view, right?
Yeah.
You literally have what? Is it two sets of women's tag titles, or is it just one now? Just one now,
Well, you got the NXT, but that's
right?
or no, you don't even have that. It's just the women's titles. I don't think they don't even have the. It's just one set through the whole company.
And then there's what?
Women's titles. So you got the two mid cards,
Two mid-cards.
two majors.
Two majors. That's 5 matches right there, including the women's tag matches.
Yep. They don't care, man.
That's what I'm trying to say last week. Is that they don't care.
Right. They're not utilizing
They're
the women
they're
by
not
any
utilizing
means.
these women better. They're
Right.
just. It's just something to walk around with, and I hate that.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Comparably, AEW. This is what. Yeah. So it is very weird now that we're watching AEW, and comparably, WWE didn't have crap. AEW when it comes to recently in the past, like just look at yesterday. Couldn't hold a stick to it. Like, granted, yes, was it Saturday night's main event, NXT? You know, like for sure. Like, I would definitely want to see a head-to-head of like, but you know, that's their own fault. WWE did it on purpose. They scheduled Saturday night's main event to match up with All In and their biggest show of the year.
So I've been reading stuff about that. I don't know if that was really WWE's calling, or if it was more of a NBC's calling, saying, "Hey, we have these dates open."
I think it was doing it. That's what I think from what I read. That's what I think they were doing. That's why AEW moved it to 3, so they weren't on the same time as WWE. But then, yeah. You know.
So we'll transition to Lynn.
Thank God.
I know this is something that we were going to talk about later in the show, but I wanted to bring it up now, just because we were talking about the WWE and AEW. And I think it's a good transition. I think AEW purposely ran longer matches.
Yes, I all day yesterday I was saying that. When I started watching, I looked at what time it was, and I was like, "Oh man, how many matches do we have left?" And I started counting the matches, and I was like, "We're going past 8." And I was like, "What a genius move by them!" You know, because they positioned it at 3, and then they went how many hours?
A 6-hour pay-per-view, 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah. So I think they purposely did it. I think they told all their guys, "Hey, it was like, you know, you get." No time limit, or like you got like 60 minutes. All those matches were long. They were all good. Not every. There were 2 that I didn't like, but that's not saying they were bad matches. I just wasn't a fan of those matches. But yeah, no, I think they purposely gave them all that time and just let them run and go and go and go and go and go. And they overlapped. And I can't wait to see did a transition like WWE's viewership. Okay, was it there at the start, or did it get there after All In stopped?
I wonder if numbers are out.
They're not out yet. On a Sunday?
Why wouldn't they be? It's just a quick computer jump.
They're not out yet. But I want to see when. I definitely want to see when the WWE viewers kicked in onto Peacock to watch Saturday night's main event, because I would bet you money that WWE had an uptick right when All In ended. Like right,
I agree.
I think right then and there WWE had an uptick. I saw a couple people streaming last night, and they were, there were people in the chat telling them what was going on in WWE because they were still watching AEW.
They have not came out yet. They have.
That's what I was saying. It'll be Monday.
They have the viewers.
Yeah. They'll be out Monday. We'll tweet about it.
They have. They have not. They have not really. But speaking about numbers, apparently Raw is. But no. So I want to say they purposely did it as well, but I just think like I don't know, I think things were too jam packed, like you said, to even give them like the matches were too good
Yeah.
to just give them a set time limit.
Right.
Like, especially the 3 quote unquote main events that they said.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really give them to finish telling what they want to tell. You can't really be like, hey, you got 20 minutes. You know, and it's a pay-per-view too, so they could literally go as long as they wanted to go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I will be interested to see how many people did purchase it. And I look at it too now with WWE. So I think the way WWE is doing everything is smart as far as everything's on Peacock or Netflix. I do like that, but I also would like to see
how many people
would pay for a WWE event, a WWE pay per view.
Yeah.
So I kind of do miss having those numbers.
I think pay per views were better anyway. They could get away with more.
Right.
Whatever they wanted.
But from a consumer point of view,
a consumer standpoint, like
I love it.
It's a lot better. Then you got like, you know, taking off, we'll get into AEW. We can go ahead and talk about Adam Cole.
No, well, let's start with the FTR on the pre-show.
Oh.
Then we'll go to, you can break the news.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was wild that FTR was sitting there on the pre-show when they're supposed to be the best tag team in the world. So they're sitting there on the pre-show wrestling the Outrunners. Then I thought it was hilarious that the Outrunners came out there, and I told my wife, Tori, I was like, why do they look like a pack of Newport cigarettes? So I just decided to tweet that, and then about an hour or so later, Turbo decides to retweet that, and I thought that was pretty quick. But yeah, my whole thing was like, why is FTR on the pre-show? Supposed to be the best tag team in the world, and they're just sitting down there having a match. It was a good match, but they were just chilling. Didn't make any sense. And also, while we're talking about that, because I did tweet the whole freaking event. Did you hear that little child screaming the whole entire event?
No.
No? Oh my god! I wanted to lose my mind. I'm all for like kids being like super into the match and everything. This kid had to be positioned right near a microphone of some sort, whether it's like a camera or whatever. Every so often, you would just hear this kid screaming, and I didn't understand why they didn't, because I even heard it in the final match. I don't understand why they didn't go get that child and be like, hey, we need to move you over here because you're just screaming bloody murder into this microphone. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I had about the FTR thing was, you know, the Outrunners retweeting Bull Turbo.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, no, it was definitely cool. Had a lot of traction on Twitter yesterday, X yesterday. So that's pretty cool for us being new.
The first match of the night was kind of cool. The Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. Why they did that to him at the end of the match? Like,
I mean, I've always been a Samoa Joe fan, so it was cool to see him.
Yeah, no, it was a cool match. It was very odd to what they did to Samoa at the end. Didn't really get that one. You know, what are you doing with that? Why would you have him win and then you just take him out? And they did it like to 2 people total. I don't know. The Death Riders are crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand that tag match. Why they had Samoa Joe and then win, and then they literally put Samoa Joe in the chair and stomped his throat.
I don't know. I was so confused.
I was like, so what are we just not going to have the trios for a while? Like,
I would say maybe it would be so he could take like a break for a little bit, but he just came back.
Right, and they just won the title. You can't win a title and then go take a break. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's so weird.
So that's like some of the storytelling like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, some of the stuff
me.
like that is just kind of like, what are you doing? But I mean, WWE does the same thing sometimes. So it's not like a stab at AEW. It's just a stab at storytelling in general.
But then we go to... So I think the match after this...
That was the gauntlet.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
That was a casino match.
I think we both kind of nailed it beforehand that MJF was going to win.
Yeah.
It was a cool match. I don't fully know if I fully like
It's weird.
the casino type.
Yeah, but I think it's because we're not used to it. It's weird in the sense like it can end at any time. You know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah.
So it's like a rumble, not a rumble.
But you
it's just like pinfall. Yeah, pinfall or I guess submission as well. But yeah, it's just odd. I don't understand it. I get it. I understand it. It's just like what a weird concept for a match. And maybe it's been around forever. And like indies
it's their signature event.
Yeah, because I remember it, but I don't like fully. I never remembered the rules.
It's like how WWE signature event is like the Royal Rumble.
You know that Vince McMahon's from another when they had the territories. Little tidbit that we didn't have planned, but you brought it up. So the Royal Rumble, when they had the territories, every territory had their own type of match.
Right.
Okay? And Vince McMahon started to, with the TV deals and like maneuvering his way out, there was all these rules like you can't do this, blah blah blah, and Vince just started throwing that out the works. Most of Vince's like signature matches, he stole from other promotions, just made them into his. He would change the name, but this guy had this battle royal that he would use at his promotion, over the top rope thing, and then turned it into what we see as the Royal Rumble today. But he stole it from somebody. I don't remember which promotion he stole it from, but he stole it from somebody.
Interesting.
Neat little tidbit of information. Shocking. Vince McMahon steals something from somebody.
Then after that was the Adam Cole, right? So I think these next two segments. Mm-hmm. So with Adam Cole, the Adam Cole thing we'll talk about. Mm-hmm. We'll just talk about that, and then I'll lead into something else. But what did you think of Adam Cole?
That's sad.
Well, I'm just super confused on what it could be.
He's been hurt for like the better part of a couple years. He's like I think it's his neck or something. He just getting hurt in his neck. I think it's his neck. I could be so wrong. Whatever it is, he keeps getting hurt.
It's weird that you say that because I was talking to Nick. Mm-hmm. I was texting him all throughout the night.
Yeah,
and he said he thinks it's a concussion.
Yeah, it might be a concussion. All I know is it keeps happening. Whatever it is, it keeps happening to him. So even in WWE, it was happening to him. So yeah, I mean, it's very sad. Like I told you, my favorite match ever was him and Johnny Gargano. Like their matches, their like trilogy of matches were off the chain. So it is very sad. I like that he, he's not saying he's retiring, but he's definitely not saying he's not retiring. So, and I think at a certain point with a wrestler's health, if it gets to that point, it sucks, but,
But it's just weird, though, like he's even throwing the R word out there because you look at someone like Edge.
Well, I think it was just because he probably got told that it's like not so much like you need to retire, like consider it. And that's what he even said. He's like, I'm not in the right mental space to just make that decision.
But if it is like his neck or his head or something, look at Edge. Edge had a horrible neck and he came back.
Yeah, but that's... I still don't believe that was a smart... I mean, but yeah, it was how many years later? Like
3
years when Edge retired? It was like 10 years.
Was it?
It wasn't 3 years. It was like 10 years.
Oh.
And Adam's not a young spring chicken, so 10 years from now... like
I swear, I don't know why I got 3.
I was like 3.
There's something with the number 3. I don't know.
I don't know, dog. But yeah, no, it definitely was not 3 years for sure.
Yeah, you're right. It was 9, like 8 or 9 years. Yeah. Now that I remember when he returned to Rumble, they're like, oh, no.
Yeah, but definitely sad. But
so after that, I think was okay. So I'm gonna sound like an idiot when I say this, but I don't mean it. Was the best match of the night. Hear me out. Not from a like actual match point of view, but from a how do we get the crowd back into it, and how do we get the crowd involved back into like this pay-per-view that we're putting on. Mm-hmm. How do we do that? And I think that match was perfect. So I think that was the most important match of the night. Because you got to think, you went from Adam Cole is arguably what, their top five biggest stars, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's
biggest name.
he's up there with Ospreay, Cole,
Name-wise, yes.
name-wise, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like people would go and watch.
People know Adam Cole.
Cole.
Yeah.
So after all that, you got people crying, people sad, and everything. Excuse me. There's still a show,
and you go make them cry again.
Yeah, and then there's. But what I'm saying is, there's still a show to be had.
No, that might.
Because they did it so early in the morning. How do you get the fans back involved in this event that you paid millions and millions of dollars for?
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good match.
Because let's just say you don't have that match there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the women's Casino Royale right there. Now, as not only as a consumer, as a fan at the event, you're thinking, sucks. This is dumb.
Right.
So now you really have to put all your star power forward instead of backloading the star power. You know what I mean? If you put that woman's
they transitioned very well by having a moment like that.
I think that was the most important match of the night.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I did like that match. I told you what a weird decision. I mean, it's a curveball. Like you have to make a split second decision when you get that news that, he can't go out there. He has to relinquish the title. Who do you give the title to? Bit odd. They didn't give it to Garcia, any of the other three guys, and they give it to Dustin. I like that it was cool that they played that story that he had 3 matches in 24 hours. Like that's
because he fought at the pre-show.
Fought at the pre-show, and then he did with Ring of Honor
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and then he fought there. So very odd that he won that title.
Before you keep going, is that somebody that needs to retire?
Fucking massive dude.
I know, but we're talking about older.
No, he's holding it down.
People.
If they can wrestle, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
If they can wrestle, I don't give a crap. There's a lot of guys that are older that can still go, and he's one of them. He just signed like a multi-year deal with AEW. I think I want to say it was like a 6-year deal he just signed.
I think a lot of that though is he'll train too.
Yeah,
I don't think it's all.
Well, yeah, he's got his own wrestling school,
right?
So I mean, I'm sure that has something to do with it too. But I mean, that's still a big contract for somebody his age to run 6 more years. But yeah, no, the match was cool. I liked Garcia when he tried to do. There were good spots in that match when he was trying to do the superplex on all 4 turnbuckles, and it didn't. That was great. I liked the Shattered Dreams, where they, Garcia came in and stopped Dustin. He wanted to do it. And then Dustin goes back to where he's going to do it. And then here comes Sammy. He's like, no, let me do it. And he does it. And then Dustin finally does the Shattered Dreams himself. I thought that was a cool spot.
I feel like that is the most dangerous move in wrestling.
Actually, I listened to an interview with him. It is the safest move that could possibly be done. Because all they're doing is kicking the pad. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, but what happens if you miss?
You miss the whole pad?
Like if you don't time your.
Well, no, because if you look at them, they're sitting up. Like no part, even if you I don't know how you would miss like that.
Yeah,
because they're sitting on it. So all they're doing is kicking that pad. So it's like he said it's like the safest move unless you do something weird.
I don't know.
It's the
I would be
move.
so scared if I had another grown man.
You're gonna feel some vibration for sure. You're gonna feel some
you wouldn't
vibration.
be scared if you're sitting there spread eagle, another man just coming at you. You wouldn't shit yourself.
If I didn't know wrestling, for sure.
But I mean, just the first time you're taking it,
I would go in there and just let him do it.
Just the first time, you would not be scared.
Yeah, it can't be that.
All right, well, let's try it. Let's go find a ring, and I'll do it to you.
You're not doing it.
I'm a trained professional.
I would let a trained professional do it. I think, for sure, I know so many of these things these guys do that does not feel pleasant. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with that in particular, it can't be that bad. The dude took 3 in a row. You know what I mean? It cannot be like he's straight up getting kicked. I'm just
saying, I would be shitting myself the first time, hoping that something doesn't go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, that was a really good match.
I enjoyed that match.
I did not know that was Dustin's first time holding gold.
Singles gold.
Singles gold in AEW.
Yeah, singles gold. Well, no, because he's Ring of Honor champ, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah. Huh. I guess I didn't pay attention to that. I thought it was like singles gold in AEW, but I guess it is gold in AEW. Huh. He was tagged.
I thought he was tagged with Cody. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Because
I know
really
he's tagged with Cody in WWE.
I
but-
didn't watch a lot of early AEW. I remember
Oh,
when
you need to-
AEW first came out.
I
or-
need to have you just sit down with me and just watch some old matches. Like I'll put some on that are cool, like Cody versus Dustin.
So that was like the first thing that like, because you know you hear AEW like when it first came out, you're like, okay, cool,
Oh, no, I was young.
where are you?
Oh yeah, we bought all of them. Like the first 3 they did, like before AEW became a thing.
Like you're talking about the All In and All Out, and
Bought the first 3
before it was AEW, right?
Yeah. Before, and then the one after it became AEW.
The one where Cody beat.
So yeah, we watched all those, and then when
Who did he beat? SmackDown, Nick Aldis.
Oh yeah. So and then like you got where Mock showed up. That was like when they had the real title, like that first one where they had the title and everything. I watched that one. Yeah, I used to be all about it. I thought it was the coolest concept ever, and then it just kind of deterred away from it.
Right. Yeah. So see, I'm the
once they got on. I don't know why for me. Like once they got the weekly show and everything, it just kind of like I just lost interest in it for some reason.
For
and then I
me,
just went-
like a weekly show is cool. Like I love Raw,
right?
but I don't know. I don't really follow a lot of SmackDown. Like
I don't watch SmackDown. I watch the highlights.
One show's enough for me.
Yeah. I keep track
Because
of everything
then when
through
AEW, what they had Collision, they had Dynamite.
Yeah.
And then
well, it's like I don't even watch half of the weekly TV. I just get my clips.
And I think
watch the clips.
That's part 2 is because we're so busy during the week.
Yeah. So I mean, it definitely makes my life a little easier.
And then we got Edge coming back.
Yeah.
Or Adam Copeland.
I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't a biggest fan of the match itself.
Let me read you a text that Nick sent me. I want to see if you agree.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't like pay a whole lot of attention to the match. It was just people over and everything, so that was kind of a match for me. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but kind of had my attention elsewhere during that one.
Nick said I want to know if you agree. This crap drives me insane. His buddy's about to get his head caved in.
Dude,
and
he's hanging on it. It's on our notes right there. Look at the very bottom of our notes. Why, when people return, do they ponder to the crowd before helping out in the ring? Penta did it, and now Edge just did it. Penta did it when Cena and Punk were getting the crap kicked out of him, and you hear Penta's music come out, and he starts doing his stupid little walk for like 30 seconds, and then he comes to the ring. Edge comes last night, and he's running around, like, pandering to the crowd, and be like, go! Like, your presence alone, like, what the fuck are you doing? That's so stupid. That is hilarious that he texted you that, and I put it in my notes to bring up today.
So you know what I said to him? It was complete contradicting to what you said. So I didn't respond to it at first because I was reading something.
Right.
Then he said, that doesn't bother you. And I said, not really, because it's a show. They're just trying to interact with fans.
I don't care. Not in that moment. You can interact with fans when you have an interest.
And that's
Maybe
when
have a match on the show, and then you can
That's when he said,
your crowd pop enough for Ed, Cope, whatever his name is. Your crowd pop alone, your music hitting is interaction with the fans. You do not need to go up there. If you're trying to make people not so much believe, but like you're there to save the day. Dude's about to concerto. The guy.
I texted
your
you.
music hits. Dude stops for sure. Like, but if you're trying to keep some realism to a story at all, okay? If the music hits, you start coming out. I see you up there dancing. I'm cracking. You know what I mean? Like, that's annoying. I don't like that. It's almost as like I don't like the Avenger style shit. I don't like what they've been doing lately. And it's both companies have been doing. I don't like it. Yeah, let me dance up here for the crowd. And I watched like an old video of Jeff Hardy doing it. And he like came to save his brother and he's dancing in the aisle first. Like, go to the ring. You have one job. It is not to get yourself over in that moment. You're already over if they got a pop. You got a pop, go. You know what I mean? Like when Stone Cold would save the day, like back in the day, did you see him standing up there dancing? No, dude, he's running. And I was like, I remember when I was wrestling younger, it'd be like, Angle booking it to the ring. Everybody booking it to the ring to, in that moment, stop everything. And then, no, I'm gonna do my little weird little. What does Dom say?
What do you
Have
mean?
you ever seen that video when he makes fun of I don't know how to speak, but he makes fun of
Penta?
Cerro Pendejo or something like that. Have you ever seen that?
Uh,
Yeah, he makes fun of Penta all the fucking time. Yeah, like, whatever a Pendejo. I'm probably being super.
oh,
Yeah, cool. We'll get off of that one. Get off of that. Let's just. But yeah, I do think it is cool with Edge coming back, and I like the little play on past stories where.
oh, hold on. I can't believe that we went straight to that. But before that even happened, there was a huge heel turn.
Oh yeah.
With Nick Wayne turning on
Yeah,
Christian.
yeah, we just jumped straight.
Yeah. I don't know why that just slipped
But the
my
whole
mind.
the whole group did. His whole thing turned on him because the mom was chanting it on, and then I don't know that other guy.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, but they were all in on it. So yeah, kind of crazy. I don't know what they were doing with that. See, that's where like I need to be. I'm glad we're all in's done because now it's like almost like day one. How Raw after Mania. That's kind of where we are now. So like the new stories are beginning.
Yeah, but okay.
And we can keep up because like yeah, dude, like I have no clue who those people were. I have no clue.
But now the next pay-per-view is Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
We're not going to get no stories there. That's going to be
no, it's fine. I'm just
all
saying
Japan
like
versus
yeah, no, but like things are still there, dog. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Things are still there. That's what I'm saying. Not saying like, oh, Wednesday we're getting all the new stories. I'm just saying like now the fresh stories start where we can kind of because we're getting in when we are now we can kind of keep track a little more of the story.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Not like I expect it all to happen Wednesday. But yeah, I think it's cool. You know, like I said, the storytelling where he, saves Christian and he gets in the ring. And back when he tried to get Christian to tag with him and he said, go fuck yourself. And then he just grabbed the mic and said, go find yourself. I think that's cool, which I thought it was coming anyway. We were going to get them back together for a tag.
Well, I texted you and said Edge is about to return.
Yeah, and then like 30 seconds later, it just popped. But yeah, no, that was definitely cool. Like I said, didn't really watch the match.
That wasn't my favorite return of the night, though.
I'm never really a fan. I like tag matches. Tag matches where there's like 3 tag teams. It's like, it's so much. Like, I'm sure they can be fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying anything against them. It's just like my simple little brain can't comprehend that much happening at once. Like, WWE is the worst when they have like the multiple tag teams and they can tag in whoever. That's so stupid. That makes no sense.
You're talking about when it's like a 4-way and there's a team at each corner.
Just let them all in there. Because like in a triple threat, like everyone's in there, there's no DQ. So if it's a triple threat tag, it should be the same thing.
No, I agree.
Yeah. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But that's exciting. Great to see where that story goes.
Spike. Big Spike fan.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is too is because I was an Abyss fan growing up and he used to walk around with something similar.
Yeah. Definitely good to see with that story. I think we're gonna ease it in. They're gonna ease it in for sure because of the fact that he said go find yourself. I think we won't see Christian for a couple weeks.
Right, yeah.
We'll probably see Edge leading up to it, but we won't see Christian for a couple weeks.
We'll probably see Edge
at Forbidden Door doing something.
when he's next month.
Oh, yeah. When we see when they come to Cincinnati, like for sure. We'll probably see something. Cincinnati's a big market for them. They love coming to Cincinnati. I don't know if you knew that. Because you haven't really followed AEW, they love coming here. They just can't sell out Heritage. So it's like, why try? And they can get an Andrew J. Brady and it looks better.
Yeah, but I think maybe not do Heritage, but do NKU Stadium.
They have.
Arena.
They have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was a Andrew J. Brady is such a good venue for wrestling. I don't care what people say. That was a good, when we went, the way that's set up, it kind of reminds me of the old like ECW arena.
Right.
That's kind of how it's set up. Perfect. I like the the visuals of it just works. It's just kind of like everything's right there. No bad seat in the house. Like that's
except
great.
for where you were.
Yeah, behind a steel beam. Hopefully I don't get those same seats when we go this time, but fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I think it's definitely going to be something. Get on to my favorite match of the night.
I think it was. I texted you and said match of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I tweeted at Dave Meltzer and said, we don't even need you to tweet 6 stars. We get it. Like, that match was insane.
That 30 seconds to a minute of
just freaking go. Like
reversals and finishers and non-selling and then finisher.
I think Ospreay and Swerve are like one of the coolest tag teams. Like their finisher where they hidden blade and house call at the same time.
I think Swerve has the best entrance song of... Yeah. And Prince Nana is a clown.
I don't really like Ospreay's entrance. Why is it only at All In he does this? Does he do it? Maybe someone that's listening can tell us. But does he do this Assassin's Creed thing all the time?
I'm almost positive that was the first time.
No, he did. I watched All In last year, and he did Assassin's Creed there too.
Because he tweeted out.
Maybe it's for the new game. But yeah, I watched All In Wembley last, what was it? I told you Friday night. I watched All In Wembley, and he did the same thing.
So he just tweeted out 13 hours ago. Never thought in my wildest dreams that I would become an official assassin. Thank you to Assassin's Creed, Assassins UK for believing in me and making my dreams true.
Maybe he's in a game or something. I have no idea. But he did Assassin's Creed last year. Yeah. But yeah, dude, that match. And props to Nick, the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt. That entrance was hilarious, dude. Hilarious. They're riding that ship because of the founding fathers, and they're got the boat through the crowd. The Young Bucks for me, and it's obviously yes, anyone that says oh, you don't follow indie wrestling really follows indie that much. You know what I mean? Certain things if you can.
It's hard to follow indie wrestling because there's no story. Really.
Well, not even that. Well, yeah, but if it's not televised, how am I gonna see that? You
right.
know what I mean? If I don't have access to it, if I have access to it, I'll watch it. But it's not really something I knew. But with the Young Bucks, they're crazy. They're crazy. The way they can work together in that ring. I always saw it, I never thought of them as one of the greatest tag teams of all time. But watching that match, I've seen them before. I've seen them face Penta and Rey Fenix, and you know what I mean, the ladder matches and stuff like that, and FTR and all these different groups. But seeing that, I don't know why that one just did it for me. All those moves they did in there, and they didn't do any dumb stuff with the spike shoe or anything like that. It was just a straight up match, toe to toe. They all went, and I enjoyed every second. I was glued to that. Every second I was glued to that.
That match was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm not a big fan on no selling, but there were some moments in there where it just kind of worked out.
Right.
AEW is very known for no selling certain things, but it's I used to hate on it, but now that I'm watching it, I kind of see sometimes it's got reasoning behind it, it works in that moment. You know what I mean? No selling. So watching Ospreay, they would do a move and he would just sell it. They did the this is a move. They did it at the same time. Hand up. The Destroyer.
Are you talking about when they take their arms?
Well, and they flip and it's a pile driver for the Destroyer. Yeah. So when they did that and Swerve and Ospreay no sold, and then Ospreay did the hidden blade and Swerve did the house call. As soon as they hit, they flipped up and just jumped into it. I understand now. There's some moments where you can do that. It works out.
I just think the match was phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I fully expect Dave to come out and he's gonna give it.
It was such. I was on the edge of my seat because I did not know. I truly did not know going in. Yeah. As the match progressed, who was going to win.
Right. And our friend Nick, we had talked to him before, I think it was Thursday or Friday, and, he kind of gave his prediction of it, and he was very adamant that he thought Young Bucks were going to win.
We're going to win because
Ospreay and Swerve wouldn't get a match for a year, but 1 year from them, they're back at Wembley, and he could have his match.
Right.
He could challenge for the title 1 year. So I was like, dang, maybe that makes sense.
Do you think that the Young Bucks are actually done as EVPs?
Yeah, they'll just change it up. They'll just change up their
no, but they're actually stepping down.
No,
or it's just like a story
Yeah,
wise.
just story wise. Well, it's kind of like they'll go to like how Kenny doesn't say anything about his status with the company. You know what I mean? Same
That's I
thing.
guess Kenny's a founding father too, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. So it's same as Cody was.
Right.
Kind of, it just is what it is. But yeah, I definitely expect some craziness coming from that match. I think Swerve and Ospreay both showed like they're them motherfuckers. Like to be able to to do that, and they didn't just go in there and crush. Neither side just went in there and like crushed the other side. I thought it was so back and forth. It was perfectly. It was just perfect match. Like I didn't see anything wrong with that match as I was. Like every move they did, like you said, that 30 seconds we both text each other and we're like, "What was that?"
Yeah,
Where they just
I was
were
just
going
like,
at it. Was
what is going on?
yeah, it was definitely crazy. I think if there's a match of the year right now, they've got that locked in the bag. I don't think anyone else is going to be able to compete with that. And I mean, the rest of the night too. Like, I mean, no smack to any other matches. Like we're going to talk about, going forward. But like,
That's a lot to follow.
that's a lot to follow. You know what I mean? Those guys are psychopaths. You know what I mean? Those guys are psychopaths. But yeah, and then like the next match we talk about.
Do you think though this could lead to an Ospreay and Swerve
feud?
No, like title run? I guess tag teams? Or you think it was just like
It was just
to take down
it's just like
Young
Seth
Bucks?
and Cody joining forces to take down.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be a tag team. I think they need to push. It's time to Swerve's already been there. Definitely needs to be back there. I think it's time to that Ospreay for like 2 years, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, get the belt on him. You know what I mean? Like, good for him. Like, we'll talk about it here in a bit, but it's time for Ospreay to get that push. He's got to get that push. Like, yeah, you've put a title on him. It's time to go. Time to go. I understand MJF's the number one contender. You give me MJF and Ospreay again.
MJF, Ospreay, Hangman.
No, just them two alone. They already did it. So, like, I'm saying if MJF gets it, and then the feud, because they're not going to put Ospreay in the feud with Hangman. Like, that's the number. I think.
Yeah, but isn't that at any time?
I don't know. I was trying to look that up last night. Maybe someone can tell us. I don't understand that contract they get. Maybe it is anytime. I swear it is anytime they can make it happen. Because I remember when I went to a show in Cincinnati, the first time MJF had it, I think that was a different thing. He had like some poker chip, so that might be a different thing.
Yeah, that's different. Nick was saying that was different.
Yeah.
The poker chip is like you can cash in whenever.
Maybe it's not, but didn't Christian just have this and he just tried to cash it in?
I thought Christian had the poker chip.
No, he had the contract because he walked around with the clipboard all the time and then he walked out there, signed the contract.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll learn more. It's okay. It's okay.
It confuses me, like all
for
the
sure.
different.
For sure. Yeah.
But then, so then after that, we had Tony and Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, you're gonna have to lead most. Unfortunately, my pay-per-view viewing was interrupted during this match. So I've seen tidbits of the match, like one thing in particular that I thought was a bit crazy. Never seen that before. Never seen that before.
I think it was a good match. And definitely,
I could hear the match. I just couldn't see the match. So
it was definitely better than the women's casino match, which I thought was the worst match of the night.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I just feel like they didn't their AEW has a lot of women that they don't use.
Right.
And that's what me and Nick were talking about last night is like they were just using a bunch of people who nobody's ever even heard of.
Right.
And that was the worst part of the match is you have all these women coming out and you're like, who is that?
Right.
So, but no, I think Mercedes and Tony put on a phenomenal match. I was surprised.
I understand.
Mercedes didn't win because this is our first loss in AEW.
Yeah.
But I'm also glad that Tony won.
Yes.
And I think I'm more surprised too because now it's like Mercedes has all these titles, but not the title that she wants.
Yeah, right.
'Cause I think she has like what 5 or 6
I don't even know.
belts
I don't
from
even
like
know. Yeah,
4
I
or
don't
5
even
different
know.
companies.
Yeah.
But no, I think the match was interesting. It was a good back and forth. I like the fact when Tony uses that Butler dude,
Mhm.
he get like on her shoulders and uses him as like a prop. That's
Mhm.
kind of cool.
Did you see the press conference after?
No,
Okay.
I passed out.
I don't know if I want to say it on here.
Okay.
Here, let's just.
But I can still hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it looks silly,
No, because they'll know it.
right? Right? Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's nothing, but I don't want to say that on here.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to say that on here. So, but yeah, dude, he's crazy. You know,
I'm surprised she hasn't left. Come to WWE.
I think she,
Maybe WWE doesn't have any interest in her.
which is would be wound, but like she works there. They give her freedom. Like I don't know what she's doing there. She could not do it. Like that story I just told you, she could not do that in WWE. She cannot do what she did in that match in WWE. She cannot act the way she acts over there in WWE. Like just her character alone, like it would not fly. It would try and change her immediately. I think she, not saying it ever became a thing where she had an opportunity to do it. Like we don't know what their contracts are. I don't think she would ever do it because I think she knows that they wouldn't let her be her
Right.
in that.
They
You know,
wouldn't
in
let
that,
her do the timeless character.
yeah, exactly. So, and I think to her, I think that's like, that's her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just enjoys doing that. So, yeah, good match. All I got to do was hear it. Didn't get to see it. So, what I heard.
That moment that the biting happened was really weird.
The biting of the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it started because Tony had Monet
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't remember what maneuver it was, but she bit her arm to get out of it.
Yeah.
And then when Tony, like when it
When
flipped,
she flipped over and
then Tony had her in like the tombstone or whatever it was. She started biting her.
I started to bite.
Yeah. So
What a weird thing.
I don't know.
Weird. It's funny.
It's
Definitely
one of,
funny. Like
it
that's
was one of the weirdest moments.
yeah, one of the weirdest moments for sure. Like I said, I got to watch a clip of it this morning.
But it was a good match.
Yeah. I did watch the next one though. Obviously,
Okada and Omega.
obviously, got my Okada underneath. You know, so
You're a fake fan.
I'm not a fake fan. I'm not a fake fan. I told you. Obviously, I Kenny Omega, but I also fuck with Okada. So like, I wanted Omega to win, but if Okada won, I was not mad. You can go watch it back. That's my word for word what I said.
I'm gonna need
Word
somebody to
for
fact
word.
check this
Fact check
one.
it. Fact check it. It's there.
That was a good match.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I mean, it was cool. It was like old school, you know, them fighting in New Japan. Same way. I hate Don Callis. Hate that.
I don't.
Stop with him. You know what I mean?
I'm not a fan of Don Callis.
Such a freaking nerd, dude. I get it, but you know, it's storytelling, especially with them. You know, because he was with Kenny for all that time, and I'm just so tired of just people interfering. I just want a one-on-one match. I don't want a two-on-two match. I don't want anyone getting involved. I don't want
I feel like
run-ins.
that's
I
all
don't
major matches now.
anymore. It's like I don't want run-ins. I don't want managers out there that interfere. I don't want, oh, this guy came back and he stopped. Yeah, I don't want it. Just give me, if you give me fucking Kenny Omega and Okada, that's what I want. That's it. No bullshit. Let them go. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with WWE. If you're going to give me like Cody and Cena. That's it. I don't want no bullshit. I don't want the ref falling down every 10 seconds, like, or whatever. Like, I don't want that. Give me a match. I understand you don't want to hurt the credibility of X or Y, but just, I mean, why do we need all this? I don't like that. That's what wrestling's. Granted, like he didn't change the whole match by any means. He's just like this little, it'd be like saying Paul Heyman changed the outcome of a match.
Well,
like,
I mean, technically he did change the outcome because
on on the triple threat. But just I'm saying like normally.
No, but I mean, Don Callis did change the outcome of the match because Kenny was going for the 1, 2, 3, and he pulled the ref.
Yeah, you're right.
Ref out. So I mean, technically, he did change the outcome of the match itself.
You're right. But overall, match was good. I've never seen a bad Kenny Omega match.
I think it was the worst one out of the 5.
Oh, their 5. I think I was saying last night. And I was
of their 5 matches. Well, like me and Nick were saying, it's like we expect so much from these matches, and no matter what they do, it would never live up to what we wanted or what we expected. Like because we just want more and more and more because they are such phenomenal athletes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's I get what you're saying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I get worried when I watch this. Like I watch Kenny. Like, how much time does Kenny have left? He had like diverticulitis and he came back. We watched him come back because that's where he came back. Kenny, but it's just in my head. I just feel like we're at the tail end. You know what I mean?
Probably.
And, like that makes me sad. It's the same thing with like Seth Rollins. Like he keeps getting these knee injuries. Like I don't know how many times he's going to keep bouncing back from knee injury. So yeah, definitely sad. Okada's no spring chicken either. So, but I don't know where they go from there. I want to know who the next feud's going to be for Okada. Now he's the AEW Unified Champion. Got both titles, which I didn't like the design of that title either. I thought it looked a little. I like the old one. The internet, I like the old one better. I think that new one's a little odd.
I think maybe we go Okada and Ricochet.
Maybe that'd be cool. I'd like to see him actually do something with Ricochet now. It could be Swerve. It could be. I don't know. I have no idea.
I just think Swerve, like
you can't. Yeah, I just feel like you can't put everybody in the main event picture. I don't look at it as a downgrade. You know what I mean? Because the way I look at that title is kind of like how WWE's got the WWE champion, and then they've got the World Heavyweight champion. That's kind of how I look at that one.
Okay.
And then the TNT is like the Intercontinental US, and then they had the FTR, but that's gone. You know what I mean? Or the FTW. What the fuck was it called?
FTW.
Yeah.
That was an old ECW title.
Yeah, so they had that one, which was like another mid card. So yeah, that's the way I look at that one. So yeah, I wouldn't see it as a downgrade by any means, because to say either of those guys having that title is like a downgrade from the World Heavyweight, I don't think it is by any means. Yeah, now we're at the.
And then we went into the main event.
What a.
That was nuts. 30 seconds.
Dude, 2 minutes into the match, and Mox is getting stabbed in the forehead with a fork. And they like literally got close up on purpose. And you just see it going in the skin. Like, I know about blading and everything like that. That was not, he was getting stabbed in the head with a fork in the middle of that ring, and they zoomed in on it. And just
blood started squirting.
Out. That match was nuts. There was like a 5-10 minute span though that my pay-per-view cut out completely, and I was pissed. I jumped on like TikTok just to try somebody that was illegally streaming it to just watch it. I found one, thank God. But I missed some stuff. Like I missed when Ospreay came out. Didn't even know that happened until this morning when I was like watching back like highlights and everything, and I seen that. I was like, I don't remember that at all.
I don't understand what the point of taking out Ospreay was.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that was so odd. Like, is he going out for a little bit? I mean, maybe. Like, dude does a lot. Because you follow him now, right?
Right.
Yeah, you see how much he flies?
Talking about how much he flies because he still lives.
He still lives over there. So he's just flying here left and right. Like, he's home for like 2 days and he flies back and he flies back and he flies back. And it's just like, I get it. Dad of the Year award. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to be there for his kid and his wife. Like, that's fantastic. That's a lot, though.
Yeah, like, it's at least an 8-hour flight.
Yeah, like, how is his body holding up to that?
It's crazy that he does that and he's still putting on like stellar matches.
Yeah. But yeah, no, dude. Props to Hangman and Mox. One, the entrances were cool. I like the entrances. Both entrances were really cool. I like Mox coming out in that, redneck mobile.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that truck was sick. I enjoyed every moment of that match. Whether it was Pike bed was kind of a lot, you know what I mean? The glass, which we talked about this morning, that was crazy. My wife could not watch. Does not like that kind of wrestling whatsoever.
Oh, she doesn't?
If it's bloody and stuff, she's not a fan. Like,
see, that's what I like.
She's like, Victoria's like, she loves wrestling, but she's kind of like, think about how like a kid loves wrestling in that aspect. You know what I mean? Like,
because my son loves seeing the blood. Weird.
Issues.
I know.
He wants to see blood.
Oh yeah, he loves seeing.
But it's all right. All right. Basic fan. That's
right.
How Tori is. She just likes, she doesn't. I don't think she really watches the match, like the whole match. She like half-ass pays attention to it, which fine. Everybody enjoys wrestling in different ways. But that match, dude. That match. I loved when what's her name went to get the briefcase. And he reaches under, and then she goes to walk away, and she's handcuffed. And she's just like, what? And she's like yanking, and Nada comes up. Did you see that part?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
You were blank staring at me.
I'm just listening to you go.
Like, yeah, I thought that was hilarious, dude. And he just starts there dancing on her. And then it changes, and as soon as I seen it, because we had talked about Darby. As soon as I seen that video pop up and you could tell it was on a mountaintop, I was like, oh my God. And it flips to him and he said, John Moxley, I'm taking everything from you. But then you see Daniel Bryan in the ring and I was like, what is happening right now? You know what I mean? Because he had the mask on. I was so lost. I was like, why are you showing me Darby and then that? And then I think they screwed up with the Darby thing in the sense they showed him too soon. Like, they showed him when he first started to drop down, and I don't think they meant to do that, but then the announcers just went with it. Like, they should have showed once he got through the Jumbotron, like the screens that they had above.
Yeah.
He should have showed him when he got through that, but instead they had a wide shot. And you just see Darby at the top
all
of
at the top.
And then you had to wait like 30 seconds for him to get down. And then he's down there, and he's still tied in. Amazing how they did it. It just made me laugh because I was like, there's no faster way to do that. You know what I mean? Like, he had to be harnessed in for safety, but like, he comes down and then they had to buy him time so he could get everything off. He didn't even take the straps off his legs when he ran up to the top and like jumped off.
Oh, with a coffin drop?
Yeah, he still had the straps on his legs or the harness on his legs.
Yeah, I didn't understand like how I got so confused when they did that video package. He's like, and I'm coming from the mountaintop down below, or whatever he said.
I'm on my way down, or something. Yeah.
And then they hurry up and churn to Bryan Danielson. And
you just see a mask guy, and I was like, what? And then he does the yes chant.
Yeah, because I thought it was Darby at first. I'm like, hold on.
I saw the beard, and I was like, what is that beard?
Yeah, that's what I was like, what? Yeah. Darby got
and then they're like, it's Bryan Danielson. I was like, he ain't even taken his mask off yet. I was so lost. Why did he have the mask on? Is it so he could sneak in? Because I know he's not a wrestler. But yeah, I think
maybe
it was cool.
Hot take, Captain or El Grande Americano. Just saying. No, but yeah, that whole thing was just I don't think it was I think it was executed good for their mess up,
Yeah, I
but
don't,
the whole execution in
it
general
was just weird. I think
it was weird.
what they did, fantastic. Just a bit weird. Why did he have the mask on? If they would have showed him like sneaking through the crowd or something, maybe that's what they were saying. Like with the mask, he snuck through the crowd to get around the Rough Riders, whatever it was. That was odd. And then
I think
him
maybe we
coming
were
through
supposed to see that
first before Darby,
before
and that got
Darby,
some cameraman
and
just messed up
something
and showed us
happened.
Darby. Well, I think that makes sense now. If the cameraman showed Darby first when he started coming down, I don't know if we were supposed to see that yet, is what I'm saying. And we were supposed to get cut to Daniel Bryan in the ring. We were supposed to see him coming out of the stands, but instead we see Darby coming out of the ceiling. And by the time they panned her back, Bryan Danielson's already in the ring.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think they went to the wrong one, or they switched to the wrong camera.
Regardless, I think the commentating crew killed it.
Oh, they killed it with it. They did a great job. But
it was
yeah,
awesome too to see JR back commenting.
Yeah. Overall, though, good on Hangman getting that title back.
It was cool to see the title for the first time in what 230
like 90 days or something.
or 90 days, something like that. But it was cool to see the title.
Yeah,
again.
it came back out, and I loved how they made it a point to tell you, look, when your title opens up and they said, look at those nameplates. The plates on the title were still the American Dragon, because that's when he locked it up. Perfect.
They did. Perfect. That was awesome.
That was perfect. Didn't change it, nothing. It was literally, it makes you think they put that, I mean, not, but story-wise, they stuck it in there, didn't open it, nothing. Because I don't even know if it was at any appearances, because who would have it at appearances? Mox is in the briefcase.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure he kept with that. So, home match, dude. Wasn't too gory, which I'm not the biggest
wasn't
fan.
as nasty as when Swerve and Hangman did it, and Hangman shoved that syringe in the side of his cheek.
Yeah, so I appreciated that. I'm not the biggest fan of just like absolute, I don't even want to watch this. You know what I mean? There were moments like with the spike bed, and I was like, but yeah, I mean, it was good. Major props to AEW.
I thought the finish was cool. I mean, it's still like when you just see a man hanging there from by his neck with a steel chain.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna make him pass out, and I got nervous because I was like, hard to sell. You know what I mean? Like make him pass out while he's. I mean, I could see his hand. Like, you know what I mean? Just hold himself up. But like,
I
thought they were gonna make him pass out because of the way Mox is. But it means more to Hangman if he tapped out. So, because that's the only way you can win. I thought that was crazy. I didn't know that about death matches.
No.
Yeah, they either knock him out or tap him out. That's it. So,
well, I think.
Well, it's like a last man standing, pretty much.
I think it was just that death match, because then they said the rules. He said the rules for this death match are.
I don't know. I've not seen many death matches.
No, neither have I.
I've not seen many death matches.
Not a GCW fan.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I saw Cardona fought Shotzi in GCW.
I don't know when that dude's ever going to get anywhere. Like back, if he will.
Does he need to?
I don't know, but have you watched Cody's podcast like I told you to? No? Okay. So he did the one with Kevin Owens, and they were talking about Matt Cardona, and he was like, he said something about like, for a guy that doesn't want to come to WWE, he talks about WWE a lot. Or like a guy that loves the indie so much, he like talks about WWE a lot. Like, I don't know why they won't sign me, you know? But I figured he would be by now with like Chelsea's there. I don't know. That whole thing, that's driven me crazy for years. Like, why has he yet to make it to either AEW? Like, I know he came to AEW that one night with Edge, and that was it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, why isn't either company taking him? Maybe he's a dick.
No, maybe. I think a lot of it is the fact that he has creative freedom.
Yeah.
He's making a shit ton of money.
He can't be making that much money. These indie programs can't pay you guys.
Doesn't matter. Merchandise.
Yeah. Making the money himself.
Yeah, that's all his money. Merchandise and I'm sure.
Maybe. Yeah.
Overall, though, what would you grade All In?
Oof. Go 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Let's go 8.5. There were some things, like we
Right.
talked about. There were certain matches I didn't. 2 of them.
Okay.
But
Do you think All In versus WrestleMania 41, which one was better?
All In.
Better than WrestleMania 41?
Yes. The WrestleMania just happened. Yes.
Yeah.
40, then we'd have a discussion. If we were talking about 40, we'd have a discussion. But 41, I didn't like 41. Cody versus Cena, that was the dumbest match I've ever seen.
I think the WrestleMania had the potential. Like, it didn't live up to the potential.
No. That's what I was saying.
Like
AEW,
that match, that Cody and Cena match had potential.
it could have. He's so rusty and crusty,
Yeah.
he just couldn't get the, you know what I mean?
I think
he should have had more matches before they got to that. He should have trained more before they got there. Cena, that is.
I just want to touch on one thing before we get out of here. It was something that you brought up while we were outside before we filmed.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on all these wrestlers getting injury?
Yeah, it's weird. I obviously it's happening on WWE side a lot lately. I mean, everybody has them. AEW has them too, and it's just kind of like, the fans, people on the IWC blame this, blame that. In reality, I think it's the house shows. They don't have the house shows anymore, so these guys are just coming in. And they're not getting like the muscle memory in the matches and putting that conditioning for it anymore, to where, they're wrestling on Monday or Friday or both. And then once a month they wrestle an extra day, comparably to where they were wrestling 5 days a week. And on 1 week of the year, they would wrestle 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they're not doing that anymore. Which is like great for them to have like lives, and like a lot of them have kids and wives and families and everything. Like, that's fantastic for them. But I think that has a ton to do with all these injuries that we're seeing. A ton.
So I want to agree with you, but I don't want to agree with you.
Right.
And I say I don't want to agree with you because with the more wrestling, you're putting more.
Right.
You're open to more chances of an injury.
For sure.
Right.
100%.
But I do want to agree with you because it's like you said, like you're coming in, because I think they might do one house show throughout the week.
Right. Like a super show. They do
because I read something that said, "Oh, thanks Cody for coming out for the dark match after SmackDown or something."
Right.
I know it's not a house show, but whatever.
No,
they have dark matches.
Right.
But I want to agree with you because, like, if you and I are about to wrestle and we're only meeting up and doing a 30 minutes, maybe even not 30 minutes of like practice of what's going on, because there's 16 other matches.
Right.
Excuse me. That have to, practice as well. Like, are you practicing? I doubt that these people are practicing at home.
Right.
And if they are practicing at home, they're not going to be up to a Seth Rollins, a Cody caliber.
Well, yeah.
Like you might be able to execute the move, the same move and whatnot, but you're not going to be able to execute it at the speed and everything that like a Cody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because like, look at it like any sport. Like, look at a baseball player. If they only played in a game once a week, do you think they're going to go out there and be absolutely unreal? You know what I mean? Like, football is a different thing, you know what I mean? But they're not, say they didn't practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, say like football teams just didn't practice all week and then they go out there and they play.
Right.
It's not going to be great. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. Like, I know Seth has a wrestling school and they all stay in great shape. A lot of these guys have rings at their homes and everything like that, but it's just feel like that might be a reason. I'm not saying like, oh, they need to bring back house shows, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, in my brain, all these injuries that keep happening, it's just because they're not getting that extra work in. You know what I mean? Like the actual in-ring stuff, because I don't know. I could be dead wrong. I am not a wrestler. I don't know what it takes to be a wrestler. I just have a feeling that that's like that's a big reason. That's a big reason. You've been on your phone a lot.
I've been searching. Like, I'm searching something right now. I was gonna see what they have or like what tomorrow's he was going to be. I was going to briefly touch on it, but
Mars preview.
yeah. Like, what are they predicting for tomorrow?
Oh, Raw, they'll predict it. They'll tell you tonight.
So I guess nothing is really predicted right now.
Right.
'Cause I was gonna just touch on that real quick, but I guess there is nothing
Yeah,
for
usually,
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're in an hour and 40 almost.
what I wanted.
I
I
know.
told you. I was like, we got to go longer. We can't jam everything in an hour.
What are your predictions for this week? Because we don't have another PLE till what, August, right? Weeks from now, or 3 weeks from now.
SummerSlam? Was it
SummerSlam, yep.
I don't know. I mean, I know they're gonna push the jelly roll.
But that's a SmackDown thing.
Yeah. So Raw, I think we're gonna get Gunther's. We'll probably get Monday night. We're gonna get who Gunther's fighting at SummerSlam.
Do you think we'll get answers to Seth's injury, or you think they're just?
I think so.
Or do you think they'll just play it off?
It depends on what it is. I think if we don't hear about Seth's injury, then there's a good chance. Or if it's just like something like, I don't know. I feel like there's a good chance he'll be back if we don't talk about it. If Seth Rollins walks out there tomorrow night, I have a problem. If he comes out there, well, no, that might be good. But if he's not there, it's not good. If he is there, maybe it is good. But I could see it the other way too. Like, I don't know. I'll just have to see it. I'll have to see how they talk about it. Is it just like a announcement they make? Is it
like if they have their own segment? Do you think it's a bad sign?
Yeah. Like, but yeah, I think we'll get Gunther's opponent tomorrow. I'm thinking it's going to be Punk. If I had to guess, it's going to be Punk because they just did that with Seth. Like when Punk was walking by him a couple weeks ago.
Right.
So yeah, I think we're going to get Punk versus Gunther at SummerSlam. I think that'll be the highlight of it. Probably get some kind of storyline for Jey Uso, I think.
Are you seeing this El Americano versus El Americano match that's predicting?
Oh, Chad Gable versus Americano?
No, Gable as Americano
versus
Ludwig as Americano.
Yeah, I like that they're doing the story that like he's not the real Americano.
Yeah,
you know, I love that. I think it's so funny
because
that they're doing it.
And that group was like,
"Who is it?
Who is this?" Because Chad's not here, and
right?
Then, the girl, what's her name?
Ivy.
Yeah, Ivy. Now I was like, "Shut up, stupid!" Like,
yeah,
Chad's not Americano,
right?
Like,
I think they're doing good with that.
Awesome.
I think it's hilarious, and then I think we'll get that. I don't know if we'll get it at SummerSlam. I don't know how bad Chad's hurt. In a sense, if he could be back for SummerSlam, that would be fantastic. I don't think he'll be
back because of his shoulder surgery.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess everybody heals differently, right. But it's just like
right?
It's not.
Yeah, but yeah. So we'll get some stuff on Monday. I don't know. We're recording this on Sunday, so I don't know when this is gonna be.
I'm gonna text Alex, tell him this is main priority.
Not push the other one, right?
Yeah, just not.
So you guys just gonna change on your other one? Okay.
But I'm gonna try and push this out for a Monday release, just because everything is so hot right now.
Right, we don't want to be last to the party.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on in the wrestling world.
Facts.
Yeah. It's crazy that we went an hour and 40 minutes and we didn't talk about Bloodline at all.
Bloodline at all?
Yeah. Because that
I'm burning
the family
tree.
My family tree,
so,
but
I'm not upset about it. There's certain things I feel like we don't need to talk about when it's like repetitive.
Yeah, I'm kind of burnt on.
Yeah, I'm burnt on the Bloodlines. I'm even like if Roman comes back, like okay, like giving me a.
But I feel like
story.
Roman can't come back at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
because that'd be 2 years in a row they came back at SummerSlam. Yeah. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, definitely. Exciting week. We're on the road to SummerSlam. Stories will start unfolding. A lot of people trying to figure out what they're doing. What's Jey Uso going to be doing?
I think Jay and Jimmy are going.
Oh, word.
I think Jay and Jimmy are going to team up.
I was going to say the same thing against My Family Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to come back. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
What? That's all I got, Jack. So,
pleasure. Well, as always, Shout out Alex. As always, shout out Alex. You have to say it.
No, you already said it.
I wonder why he likes me.
Well,
All right,
a lot
that's
of
it.
people like you more.
I know. Look at me.
It's just because I'm more handsome, so they have to like you, so your feelings don't get hurt.
Maybe.
I think you and I should be a tag team.
Yeah.
Like you and I go to wrestling school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What would our name be?
Batman and Skinny Boy.
All right, I fuck
Yeah,
with it. I fuck with it.
and I can do like a Brutus bomb, like or the role, like the not Brutus, the what's his name, Brody.
Something, the tsunami.
No, Brody King when he does like the cannonball when they're like in the corner and he,
He flips. You think you could flip your body?
I mean, if he can do it, I definitely can. He's
That's
way
a bold statement.
He's bigger than me.
Yeah, but he's no offense.
More athletic, I
Yes.
get it, but that's what I'm saying. He's also got the training.
Right.
I think that would be.
I'm saying. So you think right now?
No,
if I
not
set up
right
a
now.
turnbuckle. You could run full
not,
speed.
Not right now.
Flip
Like,
your body in the air.
Give me some training. Are you telling me that would not be must-see TV? Would that not be hilarious?
Sure. Yeah. No. It'd be good. It'd be good.
Would you be able to hold yourself together if I did that to someone?
I'm gonna create you in 2K when I get.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you that move.
that would be
And
hilarious.
I'm gonna clip it, and I'm gonna put it on the TikTok page.
Okay,
You're gonna see.
we're coming to a ring.
We're not. I'll manage you. I'm not getting in there.
I will,
I'll break something so fast.
and then I'll do the worm too, like Scotty Too Hottie.
Otis,
Yeah,
the centipede,
the caterpillar.
caterpillar.
That'd be great. That's must-see TV.
I'm down. 10
All right,
likes.
boys.
10 likes, and we'll do it
10 likes,
10 likes.
and I'll get into the ring.
Yeah. in a week.
Whoa! Like, how soon do I got to get in the ring? I have to get into the ring in a
I
week.
can find. So fast.
You're asking a lot out of me.
I can find.
If we got 50 likes, I would start my wrestling journey. 50 likes, and I'll start my wrestling journey.
Let's do it.
All right, boys. We will see you next week.